Good morning, dear children. Today we will discuss the three things in the chapter Reflection of Light. Number one, the formation of image in case of an inclined mirror, when the two mirrors are kept inclined with each other. How many images are formed and what is the relation to find the number of images. Second point, when the two mirrors are kept parallel to each other, in which the angle between them will be 0. Okay, so how many images will be formed? You will discuss it. And also when the two plane mirrors are kept perpendicular to each other. Perpendicular means 90 degree like this. So one mirror is at the base here and another mirror is perpendicular. So how many images are formed? We will discuss it today. Now let us discuss the first thing. The first point is to find the number of images when the mirrors are inclined. When the two mirrors are inclined. So when we go to the barber shop, you will see number of images of yourself. And this number of images can be seen due to the multiple reflection by the mirror. So in that case, the object will be between the two mirrors. Okay, so suppose the one mirror is on the other side of the wall, another mirror is behind the wall. So you will be in front, between the two mirrors. So when you remain between the two mirrors, okay, which are kept inclined, then what you find is that you will see the number of images of yourself. That is due to the multiple reflection of light. So let us consider two mirrors which are kept inclined. Okay, which are kept inclined. Inclined means like this. This kind of position, inclined. Okay, so when the two mirrors are kept inclined like this, now to find the number of images, you will use a relation. You will use a relation that is n equals to 360 degree divided by theta minus 1. So n is the number of images, theta is the angle which the two mirrors are kept. Okay, it forms a certain angle and this theta is an angle. So this relation you will use to find the number of images, because number of images you will find, okay, due to multiple reflection. So how many images can be seen when the two mirrors are kept inclined with each other having a certain angle. Okay, so this relation will be used. So let us consider first theta, that is angle equals to 60 degree. Okay, let us consider the two mirrors are kept inclined with each other at an angle of 60 degree. Now what will you use? You will use this relation. So you write here 360 upon theta minus 1, that is 360 degree upon the angle. Theta is given 60 degree here, 60 minus 1. Then after that, 360 minus LCM will be 60 here, okay, and 60 will be multiplied here. So 360 minus 60 will become 300 divided by 60. Then 0 cancels here. Then 6 ones are 6, 6 5s are 30. So 5 images are formed. Okay, so this way you will find the number of images. Okay, when the two mirrors are kept inclined with each other. So when the angle is 60 degree, the number of images will be 5. So depending upon the angle which has been given here, you can find the number of images. So number of images can be found by using the relation n equals to 360 degree divided by theta minus 1. So this way you will calculate the number of images. Okay, and so on. So let us come to the next point now. Now the next one is to find the number of images when the two plane mirrors are kept parallel to each other. And when they are kept parallel to each other, the angle between the two mirrors will become 0. No angle. And the object, O is the object which is kept between the two mirrors. That means the two plane mirrors are there. They are kept parallel, and between the two mirrors we keep the object here. And this object, from this object, the rays of light will pass here and strike on the mirror M1 and M2. This is M1 mirror, M2, M3 and M4. Okay, M1 and M2, first mirror, M3 and M4 is another mirror, kept parallel to each other, object is in between. So from the object, the incident ray of light, it falls on the mirror M1 and M2. Okay, and M1 and from M1 and M2, the rays of light is reflected towards M3 and M4. And again from M3 and M4, again the rays of light will be reflected towards M1 and M2. Again from M1 and M2, it goes to M3 and M4 and so on. So that means the reflection keeps on taking place here. So the images which you can see is here, I3, I1 and I2. These are the three images here. Now the first image, I1, this image is formed by the direct reflection of the mirror M1 and M2. So look at here, this is the incident ray, this is the reflected ray. Now this reflected ray are produced backward here. Okay, and this is the image I. And this image I1 is the first image which is formed by the direct reflection of the mirror M1 and M2. Then again, the next point is here. Again, the second image is here, I2. This image is formed by the reflection of M3 and M4. Look at this. So this M3 and M4, this is the reflected ray. These are produced backward, and this is I2. So this I2 is the image formed by the reflection of M3 and M4, direct reflection of M3 and M4. Okay, so M1 is the image formed by the direct reflection of M1 and M2. I2 is the image formed by the direct reflection of M3 and M4. But this I2 is the virtual image of I1. Now, why they are virtual image means because they are forming behind the mirror. That means that this I2 is forming behind. So this I2 is the virtual image of I1. So likewise, the image I1 and I2, they are brighter, the images are brighter. But when the images are formed further away, okay, when the images are formed further away, the image becomes dimmer. Okay, the images are not bright, it becomes dimmer. So the last one is there, that is image I3. Now I3 are formed by the reflection. That means these are again the rays of light get reflected towards M1, M2, and from M1, M2 to M3, M4. So that means the image I3, which has been formed, okay, and this image I3 is formed very far away, and the image is dim. Okay, the image is dim. So therefore, you can see many images here. Okay, so infinite images are formed when the mirrors are kept parallel to each other, and when the objects between, infinite images are formed. Many images are formed. But the images which are formed very close to the mirror, they are bright. But the images which will form farther away from the mirror, they are dim. So therefore, infinite images are formed by the plane mirror kept parallel to each other, but the brightness of the image becomes lesser and lesser. That means it becomes dimmer and dimmer as long as the image formed further away from the mirror. Okay, so infinite images are formed here because multiple reflections are taking place here. So let us come to the next point now. Now let us consider M1 and M2, M3 and M4. These are the two mirrors which are kept perpendicular. That means the angle between the two mirrors is 90 degrees. Here the angle is 0. Okay, here the angle is 90 degrees. Now what happens is that now the object is placed here. This is O is the object, and here is the observer. Here is the observer. Okay, here is the object, and from the object, the incident ray it falls on the mirror M1 and M2, and from M1 and M2, the rays of light get reflected towards M3 and M4. So you can see here incident ray. This is the reflected ray. Okay, and this image, now these images are formed. Okay, I1, first one is the I1, the image I1 is here. Image I1 is forming by the direct reflection of M1 and M2. Okay, then again image I2 is formed by the direct reflection of N3 and N4, this one. Okay, and the last image is there, that is I3, which are formed by the reflection of N1, N2, and N3 and N4. So that means when the two mirrors are kept perpendicular to each other, that is at an angle of 90 degree, three images are formed. Okay, number of images formed is 3. In case of a mirror which are kept perpendicular to each other. So this way you can find the number of images formed by the plane mirror when they are kept at an angle of 90 degree, when there is an angle of 0 degree, okay, and also when they are kept at certain angle apart from 90 degree, okay, 0 degree, 40 degree, 50, 60. So to calculate number of images, you use the relation n equals to 360 degree divided by theta minus 1, and that theta is angle. Okay, so let us come to the last portion, that is the uses of plane mirrors. These plane mirrors are used as looking mirrors in a bathroom as well as in a dressing room. These are used as a looking mirror, and these are used. Plane mirrors are used to make kaleidoscope as well as in periscope. Okay, these are used to make instrument like kaleidoscope and the periscope. These are used in the barber shop. There are various uses are there. Plane mirror. Okay, please go through that. Okay, and now we have come to the end of this chapter. Now in the next class, I'll start a new chapter, reflection of light in spherical mirrors. Thank you.